sit and wonder how things could be this way. I guess we'd better tell them this is a brand new day. Don't leave it up to the other man or to another day. Take your life into your hands, make it work out your way. It's not the number of times you stumble down and fall upon the ground. It's the number of times you pick yourself up and keep on moving on to meet your goals. Good morning, Quentin. Good morning, Tanya. Welcome back. Come on, everybody. Come on, everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubled days. Dun 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 dun. Good morning, everybody. Share the real estate shark, life, body, and soul. Welcome, Sade, the Shar, the real estate shark. Yeah. Energy in the house. Today I feel magnificent. Today I feel great. Today I feel empowered. Woo! I tell you something, folks. Nothing is impossible. This day is incredible. We're at the last Friday of the third month of the year. And guess what? I could have done better. When we look at where we are right now, the last Friday of the third month of the year, we did good. I have to say, everything, the challenges that we faced this month, the things that had to get done, we got them done. Okay? But in the back of my mind, I know I could have done better. And that's what this Friday is all about. Not to look back to beat yourself up, but to analyze how to get better. To look at your progress to date. To give yourself a pat on the back. I recommend it. You know, one of the beautiful things about journaling is that you can look back and you can see see your state of mind and some of the things you were involved in over the month. When you don't journal, you can't do that. And so that's a vote for journaling. And those of you, anybody on here who's journal, write in the chat. I journal. Yes, I journal. So one of the great reasons for journaling is now you can go back and read about your evolution over the month. You can see some of your own growth, some of the things you set out to do that you did not get done. It gives you a great tool to evaluate and reevaluate and to monitor your progress. Yes, Tony, Tanya, yes, Quentin, yes, I journal. I mean, I don't know of any other way now to really look back at your life. Think about this. Consider life as a business. Every business has business records. Okay, Life Body, I journal. Yes. When I see my wins, it inspires me more. Now, thank you for that, Life. Thank you for that, Salome. When I read my wins, it inspires me most. And so as we close out this month, make a list of your wins. You know, Ben Franklin had something he called the Ben Franklin method. And what he would do to evaluate his progress, he would, for example, at the end of the month, here we are, the last Friday of the month, The beauty is that we still have a few more days left. We have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So we still have 4 days left. We got 10% of the month left. Huh? So when we think about this, Meta Marvin, thank you, Meta Marvin, thanks for joining us, my great metaphysician friend. So, but Ben Franklin would do this. He would make a T, like a cross, on a sheet of paper. And on the left side, he would write victories. And on the top of the right side, he would write lessons. In other words, you never fail. You learn. And he would make a list of all the things he accomplished over that month. And so I recommend all the positive things. Once again now, if you've been journaling, you have something to look back on. So let me go for a side note for a moment. I said life is a business. Every business has a record, has a business record, has a balance sheet, has a list of transactions, has a list of things that were accomplished over the month. And so life is a business. You must keep a business record of your progress. Folks, this is a strong, strong argument for journaling. Journaling is keeping a life record, a business record of the business of your living. And so if you journal each day, now at the end of the month, you can look back and say, let me make a list of my victories. Let me go back through my journaling. Let me make a list of all of my victories. And the moment you start thinking about that, build on that. You start, oh yeah, I did this too. I did this too. You reflect. When you have your journal, you can read back through it and pick out all your victories. If you don't have your journal, make a commitment to get one. You pick out all your victories and list them, no matter how small. Then on the right side, where it says lessons, you make a list of all the decisions that were not in your best interest. All the things that happened that slowed you down, that held you down, that blocked your way. All the missed, I don't like to say bad decisions, because every decision we make, really, is based on our level of consciousness at that point. So when we know better, we do better. But to look now at all the lessons, all the things you will not do again, all the missed opportunities. So when you do that list, and Ben Franklin would just add them up. So let's say you had 26 victories and 4 lessons. Well, that says this. I had a great month. I did good. Most of the stuff I did worked. Most of the plans I laid out were executed. And the results that I expected, most of them happened. The things that did not go right, the lessons, let me now use these lessons to improve upon the best, to improve upon the results of this month. So now, maybe one of the things that may have happened, maybe you let yourself get distracted, okay? So you say, okay, this upcoming month, I'm going to really work hard against distractions. As a matter of fact, let me put systems in place. A lot of times you can eliminate distractions by putting systems in place. Quentin says 40 years plus of journals. That's why you're rich. Quentin, that's why you're so successful, man. Think about it. You run your life like a business. Congratulations. I take my hat off to you. That makes all the difference. When you journal, you see where you've been and where you're going, which can help you determine what you do now. So if you make your improvements upon the best, and that means each month you get better and better. Now let's look at the other side. You look and you got 4 victories and 16 lessons. That says to you, you got to make a change. You got to pivot. You got to stop whatever you're doing. You got to make some serious transformational thoughts. You have to take some serious transformational actions. So now at the end of this month, each of you take this message and look at it. Do your Ben Franklin. And if you see you have more losses, more lessons than victories, that's look, I need to make a change. Maybe you're in a rut. Maybe you're in a hole. Well, stop digging, number one. Okay? If you're in a hole, stop digging. If you're in a rut, stop and look up. Whatever situation the results of the Ben Franklin indicate to you, you must do something. You must take action. You must change. So if you did not get the results, okay, man, I have not been executing my daily plan. If you look back over your planner and each day when you should have been writing down your daily plans, your schedule of activities, and all you see are blank pages. Woo! That's one of the scariest thoughts. If you have a planner, and here you are at the last Friday of the month, and you look back over the month, and all you see are blank pages, you have got to change. Einstein says, to keep doing the same thing and expect a different result is insanity. And so if you see that situation that you are not getting things done, if you don't change, it gets worse. So if you're a boat on the river of life and you're not getting things done, that means you've abandoned your rudder. You're not guiding your ship. That means you've turned off your energy, your engine. There's no desire. That means the crew that's on your ship is going nowhere with you. That means the sail that is your attitude is down. And so what happens in your life? You go where the river takes you. You suffer the consequences of your actions. Lifebody said, yes, time to take advantage of the last few days. And that's the message. That's the message, Salme. That we have 4 days left. This is not the time to start thinking about, let's make next month better. No, this is the time about, let's make this month better. What actions can I take? I like to think like 3 questions as I'm closing out the month. Number 1, what specific results am I seeking? Am I committed to? If you look back over the goals you set for this month, you didn't set any goals for the month? Huh? That's like having a GPS and never putting in a destination. It's worthless. So you look back over this month. You look at the goals, and now you know there's 4 days left. So what specific results would you like to achieve over these 4 days? What specific results are you committed to? Write it down. If it's making more calls, if it's writing more on your book, if it's making these contacts, whatever it is, write it down, the specific results you're committed to. Now, don't start a whole story that the results that will make a difference in your results in your life. So what specific results am I committed to? Number 2, why must I accomplish these results? Why must I accomplish these results? So, example, if you have specific money needs and projections, then what will happen if you don't do it? Why must you get it done? You must get it done to keep yourself solvent. You must get it done to get your report in. Those of us who are in monthly sales cycle businesses, Kenya, thank you. This is the time to get your momentum going. That's the beautiful thing about Kenya. You always bring in that point, man. If you have not been doing what you should be doing for the month, you may not have any momentum, or your momentum may be negative momentum. You may be sliding back. These last 4 days, start stepping in an immediate fashion. Over these 4 days, you can build momentum. If you're already moving good, these last 4 days, you build on the momentum you already have. But over these next 4 days, you get down. Why must this happen? I must do these calls to achieve my goals. I must take care of this situation. Wherever they are, why it must be happening. Because the why is what makes you fly. That's pretty good. The why makes you fly. If your why for getting these things done is not big enough, you probably won't get them done. And then the third thing is, what is my massive, not no pimple, blip, 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 action plan. What is my massive action plan to make it real, to get it done? And so now you have an assignment to execute this 3-step process. What specific results are you committed to? Why it's important that you get there? And then a effective, massive, all hands on deck, 2-minute drill action plan to get it done. And you have 4 days to hold your feet to the fire. You have 4 days now to cast out distractions, to tell the people around you, hey, I got 4 days. I'm in the 2-minute drill. The game is on the line. I got to get it done. And then do it. All of those things we've taught over the month. These 4 days, let's do your action plan the night before without fail. Let's, from moment to moment during the day, ask yourself, is this the best use of my time right now when I consider the specific results I want to accomplish in these next 4 days? Ask yourself, what can I do better? Every day, at the end of the day, to monitor your progress, to keep your journal. Do a 4-day journal. If you have not been journaling, and don't do it now. Start journaling today. First note, I listened to Dr. Harris as he beat me on the head. No, I didn't beat you on the head. As he told me some of the secrets to change your life. So folks, it's in your hands. Look at this month. Look at the 4 days ahead. Get busy. What do you got to achieve? Why do you have to achieve it? And what's your plan of action? When you can do that, when you can execute on those 3 things, I guarantee you that you will close out this month so strongly that it'll make all the difference in your life. This could be your David and Goliath moment. That moment when you prove to yourself, wow, I can do it. I can get it done. This could be that moment that transforms your life from what it is to what you want it to be. Now, the beauty of this is also where you end this month is where you start next month. So can you imagine, like a team, when you are coming off of a victory, a hard-fought victory where you did everything you could to make it happen, and you hit that ball at the buzzer beater. You made it do, as they say. You got it done. Well, now you start off this next month with that type of attitude, with that type of vibration. Wow. And when you do that, nothing is impossible. When you do that, you'll start next month at such a power level, and these good habits you developed over these 4 days, let's take them for the whole month. Let's journal every day. Let's lay out the plans every day. Let's challenge every moment of every day as a gift from God, and what you do is your gift to God, and let's monitor our progress and do it over. Like they say, wash, rinse, and repeat. Wash, rinse, and repeat. You keep doing that, and this time next month, we're going to have a big victory party. As a matter of fact, this time next month, the last Friday of next month, we're going to have a report card. All of you who are listening today and all of you who will listen, I want you to get on to this program last Friday of next month and report your victories. Wow. Thank you. Life Body says a goal doesn't have to be a task. Your task is set working on your mindset. Sometimes my task for the day is to prevent anxiety, frustration. I practice behavior to prevent those things. Thank you, Life, Body, Soul. Set up some boundaries. Set up some structures that support you. I invite you to go to my website, herbertharris.com, and schedule a success consultation. Maybe you need that one little talk to help you move to the next level. herbertharris.com. Also, check out our profile, our link tree here on Instagram. You can see some of the great stuff we have, some of the new books we have, the life lessons for your success. The life lessons for your success. You'll see some of our fiction books, the Tales from the Outskirts of Life. So be sure to go to our profile. All right, folks, let's take it on home. Let's get it done. Let's make it happen. Because today is your day for success. Health, happiness, love, success, prosperity, and money come to you in great abundance. And so it is. Thank you. Have a great, magnificent day. The next 4 days are your challenge, your opportunity for greatness. Be an eagle and fly to your dreams. And so it is. Wow. Why everything seems so